What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for checking in. As you can see, we're here in the garage today and we've got some more mods to put on the F30. What modification are we doing in today's video? It's something cosmetic and it's something very subtle but very necessary. What I'm referring to is this complete eyesore that completely ruins the look of the car. So there's a couple different things you can do in order to get rid of this ugly orange reflector. A lot of people either do a smoked out version, a clear version, or my personal favorite, a color match. Obviously, in an ideal situation, we would take this to a body shop, have them completely fill this in and remove the reflector altogether. Unfortunately, here in the United States, the US DOT has a requirement that all cars have to have some sort of orange reflector, either on the bumper or the headlight. A lot of guys actually hate this look, and so they replace it with something else. That's exactly what we're doing in today's video. I actually have color matched mineral gray reflectors to put on the car. I have a package here from IND, and we're gonna go ahead and swap these out. As I mentioned, these are from IND Distribution. They are OEM reflectors that have been painted, custom painted, and so it's going to be a perfect color match. There aren't really that many tools necessary in order to perform this modification. You might need a heat gun, so we've got one here just in case. You're also going to need a ratchet with an 8mm socket. We're going to start here on the driver's side, so what you need to do first is turn the wheel to the right as far as it'll go so that we have full access to the wheel well. Once you've done that, you want to take your ratchet with your 8mm socket and remove the 3 bolts on this side of the wheel well. Now that you've got those 3 screws removed, you should be able to pull the wheel well back just far enough to access the back side of the reflector. For this next step, you want to be very, very careful. We're going to use a heat gun. We're going to heat this part of the reflector just enough to make the glue on the back side soft. Just keep in mind that you don't want to get too close with the heat gun, otherwise you might end up bubbling the paint. You also don't want to burn your hands. After you've given it some heat, you want to lightly push on one edge here. Also feel it from the back side. I'm going to start here in this corner. Just like that. So I do recommend using the heat. It definitely helps loosen it up a little bit. Once you just apply a little bit of pressure, it should come off. The bad thing is the tape that's usually around this did not come off with the reflector, so that means it's behind the bumper here, but no big deal. I just need to stick my hand back here. If that happens to you, just stick your hand back here and kind of roll the 3M double-sided tape off. Here is a side-by-side comparison. This is the OEM orange reflector on the right, and this is the replacement color-matched mineral gray. As you can see, I've got my little pile of double-sided tape here that I pulled off from the back side of the bumper. I will warn you guys that your fingertips will probably hurt while doing this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the time to clean around the hole here. There is some wax remnants from the previous owner. I'm also going to stick my hand behind here and clean this section here because the new reflector has double-sided tape. IND provides, so once we pull this little blue piece off of here, it'll expose the double-sided tape that goes around the reflector. We're going to stick it in through the wheel well, and we want to make sure that we've got a good clean surface to adhere to. Got this all cleaned up, should be ready to go. I'm going to pull this blue tape here and pull the backing off. It might break on you, but just keep going all the way around. And that exposes the double-sided tape there. And now we're going to stick our hand behind the wheel well here and push on, put it and get it in place, push on and hold it there firmly. So peel the wheel well back a little bit, carefully slide this in here, try not to touch anything along the way, try to get it in place, get it to where you want it before you push on, line everything up. Once you're ready to go ahead and push firmly in place and hold it there for about 30 seconds. All right guys, there you have it. That's the color matched reflector. Looks perfect, fits perfect, OEM fit and everything, looks great. Here's a comparison of the driver's side versus the passenger side. Huge improvement. Let's stand back and look at it. Eyesore. Super clean, can barely tell that it's even there. I just think it makes the whole front end look that much more aggressive. So we're gonna repeat the exact same process on the other side. Before starting on the passenger side, make sure that you put your wheel well back in here and just make sure you want to push it in place. Make sure you got all your holes lined up, put the 8mm screws back in, and this side is done. So that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the passenger side, and then I will put some pictures on here of what the final outcome looks like. But huge improvement, I love it. Thanks again to IND for sending me those. The color match is amazing. Fit obviously is amazing. If you guys want to buy a set of these, I will put a link in the description for these on IND's website. Obviously they can do any kind of color, BMW color, even custom colors if you wanted something like that. So definitely check them out if you have not already. Otherwise, we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, thanks for watching.